Hi, my name is Lakshmi Om, and I'm the founder and director of the Flourish Center for Somatic Healing. And today I want to talk with you about secure attachment. So, secure attachment is what our tiny little systems as babies and children, and even now as grown adults, know it needs. It's a foundation in safety, predictability, and comfort. Secure attachment begins when we're in the womb. Feelings of being wanted, connected to, starting to feel understood, starting to feel welcomed. And this continues onwards through our childhood. Now, I know not all of us got that, or at least not as much as we would have liked. But the beautiful thing about our attachment system is that we can cultivate secure attachment at any time, both within and towards ourselves and in our relationships. But in order to do that, we have to know what secure attachment is and what it feels like, so we can start to recognize it. So, secure attachment has some inherent qualities in it. It doesn't mean being happy all of the time. It doesn't mean that, it was all a party at all. What it means is that when we were little, we felt a sense of protection, a sense that there was someone who had our back, someone who kept us safe enough, that there was someone through their presence and support of us helped us to feel safe and protected. They stood up for us. They were with us, right? That we could feel them present with us, supporting us, cheering us on. That inside of secure attachment, there's a co-regulation, a regulated caregiver helping a younger, little tiny nervous system regulate, and this interdependence between the two, right, sets up the foundation for us to be able to go out into the world and have a sense of self and be able to explore. That's called autonomy. And then when we need to, come back in and feel that interdependence again. Right? Secure attachment is created and has moments of relaxation. That the caregivers have a sense that the world is good. Everything's going to be okay. We can make mistakes. Life can be a little messy. And it's still going to be all right. There's a sense of being able to stop and pause and enjoy. There's a sense of trust that as young children with a secure attachment system, we would have been able to trust that our caregivers will show up. And when they don't, it's still okay. They're reliable enough, right? I've heard various statistics in the amount of time that parents kind of need to get it right to form a secure attachment, but I've heard between 30 and 38% of the time. That's not much, right? So those of us who had a secure attachment figure in our lives, they were there for us enough. We knew, I can go to this person, they'll hear me, they'll hold me, They will be there, and I'll feel better in their presence. And this person has their own resiliency, that they can handle my emotions and they care for themselves, right? Their system can handle adversity and remain steady. And as children, we really need that. So the overarching experience of secure attachment or a securely attached person is steady, predictable, and even when things are hard, it's still okay. That there is a sense of presence, attunement, recognition, that they can see you, that they accept you, that they listen deeply. Right? Can you remember a time when someone listened to you deeply? And you knew they weren't coming up with their own thing to say next. Just listening. I always think of Mr. Rogers. He knew how to listen deeply. And listening for what was not being said. And listening for the need. Yeah. So, how can we, as adults, cultivate secure attachment? Well, the first step is remembering, re-experiencing times when you've had it. So I invite you now to sit back in your chair. Lean back if you can. And settle in for a moment. Feel the support of the chair underneath you. Allow your body to settle even 1% more. Maybe your feet are on the floor. You can rest your hands in your lap, on your legs, or on your belly. You can have your eyes open or closed. And see if you can remember or visualize some people in your life that you felt safe with. Now remember, we're not looking for perfection, but safe enough. A person or a few people that you felt saw you, that you felt like they understood you. They encouraged you, they believed in you. Maybe a teacher, a friend, a family member. And if you don't have that, and not everybody does, that's okay. You can use a video game character, a character in a movie. You can make somebody up. You can use your dog or your cat. There's really kind of no love like that, right? And gather them around you. Notice where you'd want different people to be. You know, close, a little further away. Maybe one of your people can be at your right side or behind you, holding your hand, their hand on your back. Like intentionally place them in what feels like the just right place to feel support and safety. Now remember that this takes practice. And you might not be able to take in all that they have to give at once. But notice when you think of one or more of these people and remember how it felt to be with them. Notice what happens in your body. Notice what happens to your breath. You only have to take in a molecule, or 1% or 2%. If this is challenging, just do little bits. Or choose just one person at a time. It's okay. We're getting reacquainted with and sort of taking a sip of secure attachment. Generally, we soften a little. There's some kind of relaxation. Sometimes a tummy gurgle or a yawn. These are all signs of settling more into safety. And depending on our capacity, you can stay in this visualization a little time or longer. But I encourage you to practice it. Practice it daily if you can, or a few times a week. To keep reminding your system what secure feels like. And when you do this, you'll start recognizing it more and more in your life and making choices that move more and more towards secure in your relationships and even towards yourself. And remember that we have young parts within us too that might want to feel that security. So you can invite them to be a part of this exercise too. Invite your 5-year-old self, your 10-year-old self, your little baby self in the room. Just a little dip in there. And if you want extra support, I highly recommend that you work with someone trained in supporting people in this way. If you'd like to work with me, I would be happy to help. You can find all the information you need at theflourishcentersomatic.com. Reach out. Let me know how I can help. Let me know how I can be with you and your system. As always, take care.